our part of our next level series. I'm Brian Fulcher. I'm one of the account executives here at Unify. And with me today, I've got Earl McLean, who's our director of training. And this is episode 7 already of our series on we call Next Level, which is about using Unify and just engaging its features and using them to take your business to the next level. So what we want to talk about today is actually we talked about this on I think our 3rd episode as well, but it's our Unify Mortgage Inquiry Alerts program. And you know, this is an incredibly powerful tool, and we're going to run some numbers later in the calculator to just demonstrate it, but just a great tool. So our Inquiry Alerts program really is notifying you that your customer, your past customer, is in the market again to refinance. And you know, we've got stats out there. There's a lot of different stats from a lot of different places, but you know, whether it's Black Knight says the retention rate for people is about 20%. The MBA puts it a little closer to 40%. But either way, that's over half of your past clients, you know, 60 to 80% of them are going to their competitor, going to your competitor, our competitors for their new loan. And that's just too big of a number. So what our Mortgage Inquiry Alerts program does is it alerts you. You get a dashboard alert dropped right on the system when your client is in the market for a new loan. And I'm going to turn it over to Earl from here, and he's going to walk you through what those look like.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Our Mortgage Inquiry Alerts program monitors everybody in your database. So all of your contacts, you can set it up for groups if you wish, but most people monitor all their contacts. When we get a alert that fired, it means that these people have passed certain lending criteria. So what happens here, and just to explain to you how our relationship is with Experian. We are a certified reseller for Experian data, and that means that we can take the data that we get from Experian and pass it on to you. And so as soon as that person goes out, that contact in your database goes out and has mortgage credit pulled, specifically mortgage credit, not auto finance, not consumer debt, mortgage credit pulled on them with one of your competitors. And there's actually code written into our system that suppresses your own self pulls. But once that person, that contact in your database has that credit alert, then it comes to us. We match it up against all of these lending guidelines. And these standard lending guideline criteria that we use is that the person applied for a mortgage with or not even applied for a mortgage with a competitor. That's actually not right. They actually had credit pulled. It doesn't mean that they've gone to the application process, okay? It just means that someone did a pre-qual on them and pulled their credit. No unpaid tax liens, no unpaid judgments, no collections, charge-offs, or repossessions in the last 2 years, no delinquencies on trade lines, no open or discharge bankruptcies in the last 24 months, no foreclosures, FICO score has to be 620 or higher, and no late mortgage payments in the last 12 months. Once they pass all of these lending criteria, because we take the alerts that we get from Experian and we match them up to this criteria, once they pass all of this, then we fire the alerts, and the alerts look like this. They come to your dashboard. They also come in your daily email. Okay, so those of you that are getting the daily email with the blank Mortgage Inquiry Alerts section, probably your company may not be participating in the program. You probably need to talk to your branch manager. But when the alert comes, they look like this. We have different types of alerts. An inquiry alert is when someone in your database that we've been monitoring has that mortgage credit pulled with that competitor, and their credit file indicates in what we see is that they currently have a mortgage. Doesn't have to be one that you wrote for them, but they currently have a mortgage on their credit report. Early payoff is probably the most important alert that we fire. That's when someone that's monitored in your database has that mortgage credit pulled within 6 months of closing a loan with you. Okay, so that could mean a chargeback. That's why that one's so important. Now that alert can actually go out to up to 2 or 3 other people within the company. They can follow up on it, because if it is a chargeback, the company's going to get the chargeback. They may go to you to charge back on your commissions. First time buyer. That's when the monitor contact in your database indicates that they do not have a mortgage and they appear to be renting a single family residence, okay? Then the likely home buyer. That's what a monitor contact in your database has mortgage credit pulled with a competitor, and their credit file indicates that they do not have a current mortgage. And there's even a score. It's how likely are these people to buy that comes within the data that we have. And Experian explain to us where they're getting this number from, but it's an algorithm that they use to show how likely that buyer is to purchase a mortgage. The numbers between 301 and 900, and I've seen a lot of them come in from 6, 7, 800, is the score, which means that they're very likely that they're going to purchase. Okay. So these are the criteria that we meet it up against, and these are the way the alerts look when they come to your dashboard. All right. Now, in addition to that, because I've had some people ask me, well, isn't this just trigger leads? Well, no, it's not just trigger leads. Trigger leads is when they monitor people in your database for credit pulls. They do the same thing that we do there, but then they just send you a list of everybody had their credit pulled. They don't match them up against the lending guidelines. So these people, we know that not only are they in market, but they're also qualified because we do the extra step and put them up against your lending criteria. Okay. So that's the difference that we have between us and trigger leads. Another difference is that we can actually stimulate a marketing campaign and start that marketing campaign when the trigger hits your dashboard. All right. So as soon as that alert comes in, we have some real soft sell emails that start up, and it's a 3-touch drip campaign that goes out over a period of 6 days. And the drip campaign is really, really soft sell. Consider your mortgage options. If you've been thinking about buying or refinancing a home, you need to know that you have options. That's actually like the second or third email that goes out. The first one is, have you considered your current housing situation lately? Okay, keeping in touch with people is very important to me. I understand how busy life can get and wanted to reach out to you. So this is the same type of language that we encourage when you pick up the phone and call on that alert, because we've got a lot of people that are just relying on the automated marketing. But these are automated marketing pieces that you can set up in your marketing concierge that will address these alerts as they come in. And Brian's going to go over some numbers with you and show you what kind of numbers we're getting. But people that are using the automated marketing alone are getting great results. People that are picking up the phone and using this kind of language, hey, it's just been a while since I've talked to you. How you doing? Have you noticed how low rates are? Have you considered refinancing? Those people are doing better, much, much better. So Brian, why don't you give them some idea? We've got a calculator here that will give you some ideas of what you might be expecting to see from this program. And again, if you're not actually doing the program right now, if your company is not participating, then please reach out to someone in your office and have them contact us, or reach out to us personally and let us know who we need to contact, and we'll talk to them about the program. Okay, Brian, it's all yours.
All right, thanks, Earl. That was helpful. So yeah, as Earl said, we have some real data from clients of ours that are using this program. And so I'm going to use, prior to joining UniFi, I was a loan officer for about 19 years. I have about 1,800 names in my database. I'm always kind of trying to figure out what the right number is to use here to demo it, but an easy number to use is 1,000. I'm just going to say you have 1,000 contacts in your database to monitor. And what we've seen is there is about a 2% monthly rate alert rate. So about 2% of your database, you're going to get a mortgage inquiry alert on in your database. So in our estimate, that's monthly, you're going to get about 20 of the mortgage inquiry alerts each month. Then the question is, how many of those do you convert to an application? Well, our clients who are doing nothing, they're not picking up the phone, they're just having those automated pieces that Earl was just talking about going out, have about a 5% conversion rate turning into applications. Now, these are past clients of yours. So I think a good app to funding rate is about 85%. And I'm using an estimate of 400,000 as an average loan size and a commission rate of 150 basis points. Now we're gonna email you a copy of this recording of this training. We're also gonna email you this calculator so you can put in your commission rate, your average loan size, and get some real numbers. So, I mean, if you were doing nothing but having your database monitored, the 2%, the automated marketing, just converting those that came in at 5%, you'd make an extra $4,200 a month, really doing nothing. So it's an incredible program that pays for itself. Now, let's say you actually picked up the phone and called someone. Now, those people, we've had clients talk about they're converting 25 to 40% of those into applications. So I'm just going to go kind of right in the middle and say 30%. I mean, that's an additional $5,100 a month, over $60,000 a year, just by picking up the phone and, like Earl said, having a really simple soft sell conversation with them of, hey, you know, I was thinking about you. Rates are low. It seems to make sense. Have you given some consideration to refinancing? And you know they have, because they applied with a competitor. So just such an incredibly powerful tool. And these numbers are for an individual loan officer. If you're a branch manager, area manager, I've got a spreadsheet that we'd be happy to walk through with you, a calculator that calculates the ROI of the entire program. I'm just going to be really honest. This is the biggest no-brainer at Unify. This is a program that not only pays for itself, it turns Unify into a profit center for your company. It pays for Unify. It's an incredible program, especially in the current environment we're in. So that's really the program. That's the mortgage inquiry alerts. They're not difficult. So let me know let Earl and I know if you have any questions. We'll stick around for 10 or 15 minutes if people want to talk. Otherwise, we're going to send out this calculator. We're going to send out the recording. And I just really, really encourage you to just pick up the phone and call on your mortgage inquiry alerts, because it's just dollars out there. I mean, it's just great, easy, low-hanging fruit, as they say, to increase your production. So with that, have a great day. If you have questions, we'll stick around. But if not, we'll let you get back to your day, because I know everyone is super busy right now. So have a great day.